Agriculture is one of the most important things in the world. Without farms, we'd have a much harder time producing all the corn we need as a species. The US alone had something like 86 million acres of corn harvested in 2016 alone. It's pretty useful, a pretty big deal, and the perfect thing to base a first-person shooter's core mechanics off of. Shotgun Farmers is the brainchild of Megastorm Games, a studio started by Waze Kazi. It takes classic arena shooter mechanics and tosses in the ability, or even the need, to grow your own damn weapons. Every shot fired from every weapon plants a seed in the ground that will, over a short amount of time, grow into a harvestable plant that you then use as the same weapon. So I shoot the ground and some corn grows, and that corn becomes my shotgun, so on and so forth. Plants grow for a short amount of time and then they start to wither just as fast as they grew. And the larger a plant is, the more ammo you have for the weapon you get from it. The trick is to get the plant at just the right point, or to just farm in bulk so that you have a decent ammo count and a constant supply. This is a crazy mechanic for a shooter to be based off of, and it is a ton of fun. It gives the game this unique flow on top of the standard fast-paced shooty goodness that each match is. Honestly, even though the game's fast-paced, I'd say that the ability to grow your own weapons adds a whole extra layer to the game, a peppering of strategy and resource management that really wraps things up nicely. You don't really need to pay attention to this extra layer, like, at all. You can totally just run around shooting dudes and have a fantastic time, but making sure you have a regular supply of the weapon you prefer, or even making sure that your team constantly has more ammo than the other team at spawn, is really its own kind of reward. It also helps that the weapons are pretty creative and fittingly goofy. Corn cobs are shotguns, asparagus is a sniper rifle, peas are a pistol, and carrots are rocket launchers. I do need to say that the hitboxes, hit detection, and latency or tick rate are definitely a little off here, so there's no way that this is going to be a game to take super seriously, and it's not going to be esports at all, at least not unless the dev works more on these facets. There are times when an enemy isn't even looking at me, but they get a kill. Perhaps it's a tick rate issue, like I said, I'm not really sure. I just know that it feels off and that sometimes I miss when I should hit, and sometimes I get hit when I shouldn't. Right now, there are those 4 weapons that I mentioned, and there are 3 game modes, but the game's actually been steadily patched to add improvements, and there are more weapons, modes, and maps in the works. The biggest problem the game has, though, is one that all indie multiplayer games face: a small player base. Given how inexpensive the game is, this isn't a major drawback, but it's definitely something to note. When a server gets going, it goes for a while. The players stick around, they chat, and they generally have a good time. Honestly, I haven't come across a single sour egg in the whole bunch, and that's saying something. There's also a community Discord that I've been meaning to check out, but I'm fairly certain that if you were to go there, they'd be very welcoming, and that you'd be able to schedule times to play the game. Shotgun Farmers isn't just fun, it's inventive and makes me want to take a trip to Whole Foods. For $10, it's a hell of a good time. If you're cool with not always getting to play when you want, this is definitely one worth picking up. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Indie Bytes. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Be sure to check out the other content that we put out on this channel, and remember to drop me a line here on Twitter or through email with any game recommendations that you've got. You can find all that stuff down in the description below. I'll see you next time. Bye!